Hello everybody and welcome to episode 25 of Ebrius SMP. Last episode we did a whole bunch of texturizing all over the place and it's looking good, and what I've done here is I dug out a bit of an extra area where we're going to put the thing that I designed in creative, and I finally got it working where I like it. Basically it's going to be a villager selector thing and a holding cell, or holding cells even. So I designed 5 holding cells that are each going to hold around 20 villagers, so I can have a total of 100 villagers at any given point, and the rest are going to get either killed, or I will pretty much, I think, have the 2 breeders that I want to have, one on this side and one on this side. I will have them fed manually. Like, I will put carrots or whatever food I want, maybe make bread or something, and I'll give that to them. So I don't have it running around the clock and have it automatic, basically. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And I have the breeder designs as well. And what I'm gonna do is fit them in here and one over there. And then I'm gonna have the villagers drop down, go underneath in a water stream, then go around over here to the back, get up, and then over. And then I think I'll have them move around so they get set up in the whatchamacallit, the holding cells. And I just extended this all the way because I don't know how far the breeder is going to reach, and then where I need to put the space for the selector thing. So let me get on working, starting working on the breeders, and I'll be back once I have something to show you. Okay, I constructed the 2 breeding cells. I don't have them like hooked up to anything. It's just a flat floor down there. They're going to be linked up to the water stream that's going to transport the villagers, like I said. And basically what's going to happen is the villagers are going to be right in here, if I can get into it. There we go. One could be here and one here, and then another one here and another one here, and then 2 more and 2 more. So we have 8 on each side and a total of 16, which should be sufficient for fast enough breeding without too much lag, I guess. And they're going to be in the space in such a way where they don't collide with each other, so we should not have any lag problems from that as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go upstairs where I have the villagers in the 2 little boxes still from the iron farm, and I'm going to transport 16 villagers down here. I might even just get all of them just because I can, and I can clean it up. So let's go up actually so you can see. Over there is where I have them. I need my rockets. Like so. No, I can't land. There we go. Kind of. So basically here, I was dropping them down to where the whatchamacallit, the farms are. And I need to close this off, actually. And I don't have anything, really. We're just going to do that. And I'm going to make a little tunnel, maybe just dig it in the ground over to where I need to drop them down, and make a little water pool and drop them down and get them into their corresponding spots, basically. So I'll be back once I have that done. Alrighty, I have gotten the villagers out of their holding cells over there. They're all in a line here, and I have a little slime blocky path. I just made it so I can break it easily out of slime blocks, and they're gonna go all the way over there. I still need to go and dig a little hole. But then I'm going to do a little bit of a, not necessarily a third person time lapse, just a speedy up bit of me transporting the villagers inside here. And my pickaxe is going to break, so we can do a little bit of replaciness. Like this, like that, and like this. Boom. So over here we need some slimy blocks like this. And then we can remove that water source like so. And we have to go down. And here I have, get out. Here I have the villager holding cell, basically, over there. So yeah, let me do a speedy up bit, and we're gonna see when the villagers are back in. next thing we're going to do, I'm going to go clean up the mess up top and get all that sorted. And then we're going to separate these guys out. I have more than enough here for the breeders. And I'm going to just either kill the rest, or I need still, I think, one for the village that I'm going to set up. I don't know if I'm going to need 2 villages, but at least 1 I think should be enough here in the middle. But yeah, let me go get to that, and I'll be back in just a little bit. Alrighty, I got the villagers sorted. There is 8 in there and 8 in there, and they are now breeding. I sorted out the village up top. I had a little bit of issues, but they're breeding, and it should be fine. There's a little guy up here with 6 doors, and what I'm going to do is transport the villagers from here. There's already a couple of babies, and I'm going to transport them over to this side, and I'm going to start working on the whole villager storage cells and the yes and no system, and I'm going to see how far away I need to leave a gap. Maybe I think what I'll do is actually take these guys and put them in a water stream, and then put, let's say, blocks like this. Maybe do another either 5x5, so we can have, yeah, let's do that. Let's do a 5x5, then have a 3x3 little like glass elevator for the villagers, like this. Because these guys have a block there. Let's do this. Let's take this like so, break that, put glass over here, like this, and then go over here and go up like that. And then we're gonna have glass all the way up here. And then this is all going to be glass, and this is going to be like a glass elevator that you're going to see them breed. They're going to fall down. When they grow up, they're going to go up here and then over into the storage cells, which I'm going to go build now. So let me get these villager elevators in and start working on the storage cells. I think I'm going to do one and show you how it works, and then I'm going to build the rest of them. So yeah, let me get on, and I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so the idea here is I'm going to have a no button and a yes button. The no button will drop the villager down, and it's going to get killed in some way, or I'm going to have a zombie transform it into a zombie villager, and then I can kill the zombie villager to try and get zombie villager heads. The yes button will push that rail out and send the villager on its merry way, and I will link up that rail to this room or that room or whatever I need to transport the villager to. And how the cells are going to work, basically I'm going to have a minecart dispenser somewhere here with a whole bunch of minecarts, and it's going to have a detection system, which is really neat, that is going to detect if there's a villager in this cell through this pressure plate. It's going to send the minecart to the cell that has the villagers, and the cells are going to get filled up one by one from both sides. I'm going to link them up together to one side, and then it's going to toss them in the first cell, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, and so forth. But if let's say I empty the first one, I have to not send the minecart through here. So I'm going to have a system that detects it. And let me get on with building the cells, and I will show you once I have a little bit of the redstone logic in there, and I can explain that when it's done. Okay, I decided to build all of the cells, and let me show you how they work. First of all, right now, the way it's set up, if I push any of these 2 buttons, a minecart will dispense, and it would pick up a villager if there would be a villager inside of the cell. But since there isn't, the minecart just takes a little loop here and loops back into the dispenser, gets broken on the cactus, and that's what it does. So the inputs here is this little piston over here triggers the no, which unpowers this piston, which removes that block, so the villagers would drop down here. And then I can catch them on another rail down there. The yes triggers the dispenser as well, and it also triggers this torch, which turns on this torch, which pushes the rail in there. And then for the cells themselves, first of all, the villagers are going to trigger this system over here when there's enough of them to get a signal strength of 3, which is around like 21 or so, I think. And the first villager that comes in is going to trigger this torch, which is going to unpower this repeater, which is going to go down here, unpower that dust, power that torch, which is going to unpower this torch. Basically, it's going to turn this trail. I can actually show you that if I break that redstone dust. It's going to turn the rail, so when the minecart gets dispensed, it's going to go through here, go through this emerald block, and it's going to pick up the villager and bring him over to the yes and no sorting thing. So that is what it does, and it's exactly the same. It's copied 5 times. And up here, what we're gonna see is, let me just enter pull up. There we go. We have these two pistons that are extended and are gonna be stopping the villagers so they get pushed into the first cell. And when it's full, the redstone signal there will trigger the repeater, which will power this redstone dust, which will trigger the observer. The observer is going to power this dispenser, which is going to deploy a water bucket. These two pistons are going to move back, so the water bucket's going to flow towards the next cell, and the next cell is going to get filled up. And I will show you this in action once I start transporting villagers over, but I need to get them so they actually go into the cells. And I can actually, since I'm going to be transporting them above there, I can just transport them on the same level that this is, and I can merge them like in this corner here, and then move them over to this side. So let me get on with building that, and I will show it to you once it's functional, and we're going to put in the water sources below, so the villagers are going to go up, and we're going to watch them fill up the cell together. So the villager transportation water streams are now in. This one comes up here, and it just goes with a single water source over to here, then goes into the little upside down thing over here, and over to the first cell. The other one I just linked up directly to the side of this, so I didn't need more glass, and it just comes up here and goes on like so. And now I got the everything but the last water source here inside the water stream here. Actually, do I have a sign there below as well? I do not. Let's get these guys away. And then we need a sign here, and then put a water source there, so they're gonna go up. And then we need a water source in this corner, and I think it should reach enough. I think I might need one more, or I could put it in a different corner, but they look like they're going up. Why are you, I am missing a water source. I might be missing a water source. I'm totally missing a water source. Water source. There we go. Now this should go up. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let me actually push these guys in so they go up to the top. And I'm gonna sort this water source here. Okay, I sorted it out. So I put a water source here in this corner, and then it goes over to here, and the baby villagers are gonna get stuck on that sign over here in this little gap. If I take this away, this is gonna be an air block. So they're gonna get stuck in here until they grow up. They grow up, they're gonna go into this water stream and then get transported upwards. The one thing that I wanna do here is also block this off like that. This is all good. We can actually grab, I have lanterns on me. We'll put a lantern in that corner and a lantern in that corner, just so we have some light here. Don't want to break blocks that I can't replace again, but that should be good. So the ones that we put up here should have gotten to the cells here. Yep, they're inside, which is sweet. Let me actually get out here, like so. So now they triggered this first rail, so it's facing the other direction, and the minecarts are gonna pick them up now. So if we wanna just quickly test this out, we're gonna say just trigger it, and it doesn't pick up the villager. And where did the minecart go? Where did it go? Did you see it disappear? Oh, it went. Why did you go in there? I might need to move this differently. I think it's because the rails are facing a certain way. Yeah, it goes that way. So yeah, let me figure this out off camera. Okay, I think I sorted it out. So originally I wanted them to come through the middle, but it doesn't really matter where they come from. So they just need to go into the right spot. So what I did is I turned all the rails so they go this way, and then they turn up and then over here, and it's gonna fall down. And I got a farmer here that has really good trades. I think the wheat could be like one lower, but wheat is not really necessary. So what I want to do real fast here is I want to unlock this guy. So I'm going to grab a stack of carrots and a stack of potatoes. just so we unlock his trades. And I have F3B on. So we can grab a single emerald from the carrots. There we go. 10 pumpkins. Sad day. Actually, I needed a potato. Let's see what the melon trade is. 11 melons. Okay. He's bad with melons and pumpkins. We're gonna keep him anyway, because he has really good carrots potatoes trades, and I have space for like a bunch of them, so we can use this guy to trade carrots and potatoes if we want to. And then the next guy, he came around. It's a cleric with 10, 24, whatever. We don't need him. He's gonna stay down there, and I'm gonna slay him after. We don't need this guy. They're just gonna drop on each other right now. Do we have another one? Okay, the nitwit went in here because I need to link this up a different way. Okay, I think I fixed it now. It should work. We have a nitwit in that secondary one, so we're just gonna call him. He comes over and drops down. And then I can say yes, for example, if he would want a nitwit, and he would go over there. But if we had a no, let's bring him back. For now, I'm just gonna have this, just so I can do that to get rid of him. For now, I'm not really gonna go into much strain to get them sorted right now, but I'm gonna hook up the other water stream because I have a bunch of villagers in there. And then I think I'm gonna check on the time on the episode because it's I don't know how long it's getting. And we're also gonna see if we're gonna finish this off or if we're gonna leave it for next episode. I looked at the time and we need to finish off the episode. And I wanna thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button. And remember to comment to let me know what you wanna see me build. Also, don't forget to subscribe to see new videos. And I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
When it went down, it was so hard to breathe. I gave up everything.